HTC has finally begun to roll the newest, Android 5.0 Lollipop-based version of its Sense UI for all those who have opted for an HTC One M8 flagship. The rollout began today, January 28, and will likely hit the majority of One M8 users in the following days. We were among the lucky ones, as our resident HTC representative was among the first ones to get its fair taste of the lollipop sweetness. As curious as we are, we quickly and eagerly buried our heads inside the updated interface and began an extensive search for everything that's been changed and overhauled after the transition from KitKat to Lollipop. Frankly said, this ordeal did not take us long, as HTC, just like Samsung, has changed just a few things in the newest version of its firmware. Sense 6.0 is on Lollipop is similar to the old Sense 6.0 UI that ran on KitKat. Lock screen. The first difference that you'll notice when you update your One M8 to Lollipop will be the lock screen. It's now a bit more polished and streamlined, displaying your notifications in a lollipop-like fashion. Just like in stock Android, swiping dismisses the notification and double tapping it opens the corresponding app. Apart from the slightly dimmed lock screen wallpaper at the bottom, you are also treated to an estimate of how long it will approximately take before your phone's battery gets charged to the brim. The lock screen shortcuts at the bottom have fortunately remained intact. Notification drawer and quick settings toggles. The One M8 now X has adopted Lollipop's revamped notification drawer and quick toggles panel to some extent. Gone are the times when you had two separate, side-by-side screens, one for your notifications and the other one housing your quick toggles. Say welcome to a slightly revamped Lollipop drawer. A single swipe brings down your notifications, while an additional one reveals the quick toggles shade, which has been treated to a noticeable material design revamp. Recent app switcher and active applications. If you've been fond of the organized task switcher menu in the KitKat version of Sense 6 UI, then we have some very bad news for you. It's gone now, as the carousel-like menu of Lollipop is another prominent part of the newest firmware for the HTC One M8. Despite the fact that tends to get quite cluttered fairly quickly, just like the one in vanilla Lollipop, it's still quite pleasing to interact with. However, we feel like HTC was on the right track with its recent apps menu in KitKat, which felt a bit more functional. It's gone now, so we have to get used to the new entrant, which doesn't allow you to close all app cards at once, like Samsung does within its Lollipop-based TouchWiz on the Galaxy S5, so you'll have to do this manually. Settings and battery usage history. The settings menu has remained the same except for a useful addition. You can search through the various menu entries thanks to a newly